So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 7 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to...
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by his... Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like...
He's 0 for 1 throwing it. Of course, that one pass was intercepted. It led to the touchdown. So he'll try again here. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a...
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs.
He capped off that last drive himself, had the touchdown run. Now he'll take over here again, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on... The Vikings now heading onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Yeah, he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Second and long, sliding out of the pocket. And some room to run now. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. The Vikings sit 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This is Hunt on the draw play. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At the 31-yard line.
2nd and 4. Rolling to his right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion down. This game is gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way. He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll look to throw now on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. 2nd and 13. He'll buy some time right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. They're going to look to throw. That is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. How about touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over it. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Remember, he got loose on the previous drive, capped it off with a nice touchdown.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he completes it to Hunt. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. And he broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Now back to throw. His throw incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And out now come the Vikings.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
2nd and 3, sliding out of the pocket. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because...
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
On the delay, here's Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 6. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
He's back to throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner, level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And you know what we just witnessed, partner? A new NFL record for single-game rushing by a quarterback, breaking Colin Kaepernick's record of 181 yards set in the playoffs back in 2013. How about that field vision, athleticism that we've seen throughout this game? It's been nothing short of elite.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late fourth quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What a ball game this was. What an
atmosphere this was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Vikings, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And
Who's up for some victory tacos? I'm always ready for victory tacos, baby.